What's good, people? Welcome back to another one. Really cooking up at the moment. We're going to be smashing the content. We've got how to make fuck you money with a content agency. Going to be teaching how to go pretty crazy with a content agency because it's kind of popping off right now. Everyone's sort of getting into it. It's been a big thing through 2024, and I'm sure it's going to be a big thing getting into 2025 as well. But how do you actually make money with it? There's a lot of people teaching it, and everyone's trying to learn, but they're making the money from selling the courses. So how do you actually make money with just a strict content agency? So, what is a content agency? Most of you lot probably already know. Or if you don't know what one is and you're looking at getting into one, then here's what it is. It's pretty much one guy who runs an agency, or two guys, whatever it might be. They run a team, and well, probably even just one or two people at the start. Then they kind of build out a team over time. They ideate content, they script and edit content, and then they distribute content as well. They actually do the posting, the scheduling, put the hashtags, repurposing, pretty much everything A to Z with content. Obviously, they might not be able to help record it, but they can script, edit it, ideate it, and distribute it. So pretty much everything, beginning to end, apart from the actual recording, because if you're a personal brand, it has to be you. Here's some of the issues with it. Low monthly retainers. You're only getting like 2 to 3k per month, which sounds like a lot, but the amount of time you're putting in and the outgoing costs for team, softwares, things like that, get pretty high. So profit margins are low, and you can't exactly take on tons and tons of retainers because you don't have enough capacity. You've got high churn rates due to limited value perception. So that's the other thing as well. You're going to have people falling off, so you're going to be consistently trying to look for new clients, always try to sign people on. It's not one of them models where you can come in and like sign a bunch of people and just keep them on board for time and just keep pumping money from them and just fulfill for them. Because no matter what you do, you're pretty much always going to have high churn, and there's not really much you can do about it in the content space. The last one, focus only on traffic. The clients struggle to convert or fulfill. So there's the MSF model, whatever you want to call it, the framework, marketing, sales, and fulfillment, MSF. And all we're doing here with the content agency is we're doing the marketing because we're just bringing in traffic. We're bringing in eyes to the offer. That's all we're doing. That's all you have the rights to do. The sales and the fulfillment are handled by the client, the creator, whatever it is. So yeah, you only can control this. So if they're struggling to do the conversions or the fulfilling, which is these two things, if the client struggles to do them, then they're going to churn. They don't want to work with you anymore because you're only focused on traffic. So if they're not actually selling the traffic, then why would they work with you? I hope that makes sense, but that's pretty much what a content agency is. Now, why are they failing? We went through some of the reasons right here, but why are they actually failing? Along with the things we've already mentioned, there's also heavy competition. There's tons and tons of agencies with the exact same offer, all following this advice from YouTube, seeing other people popping off. So they're trying to get into it, starting with 2025. And they've all come in with the exact same thing. 30 pieces of short form a month, 4 long form, 60 pieces of short form, edited, distributed, scheduled, They've all got the same exact offer. I mean, I've had the exact offers in my inbox because my personal brand isn't big at all. We're very at the beginning stages, so I'm getting these exact same offers to me, which is why I know it's very, very true. Clients demand return on investment, but they blame you, the agency, for low conversions, which again, you're only handling the marketing. So how can you be blamed for the low conversions when you're just bringing in the traffic, which is what we're going to go through here. You're bringing in the traffic. This is you. Now this is them. The personal brand, the nurturing, and the sales. This is all them. Again, MSF. This is the client, and this is the client. They just don't do the marketing. I mean, they still do marketing as well, but I mean, you're doing most of the content, so this is you. And then sales and fulfillment is them. But if they're not getting any conversions out, even though there's traffic, then it's not actually your problem. You're doing your job. They just aren't managing to build a personal brand. They're not managing to nurture. They're not managing to actually convert and make the sales. And they're not managing to fulfill for the actual clients and get them success and fulfill, yeah. So it doesn't really make sense to blame you, but it's just easy to blame you because you're the one they're paying. Retainers tie income to limited deliverables, time for money. Another problem, working with retainers full stop. I mean, these days is a big problem. And again, you're going to burn out quick. And you can't get tons of retainers. And even if you do, they're only 2 to 3k per month. And your outgoings are going to be, every new client you get, your outgoings are going to go like this. Always growing up. Always building, always building. Yeah, your income's going to be growing, but so is your outgoing. And then when you churn, you're still going to have this team and this software and this system to pay for. And you might even end up going like this and end up losing money. Going, I don't know why I put minus 100, but that's meant to be a dollar symbol. But I'm just giving you an example. You're going to lose money. You might even end up under the zero mark, actually going to zero. Rather than profiting, you might end up failing completely because you've got low retainers. If you end up churning and you're still paying for your team, your systems, everything like that, then you might go to zero. So yeah, that pretty much kind of goes through where they're failing. I mean, there's many more reasons, but I'm keeping this nice and short and simple, this video. So that kind of should help. All you're controlling is the traffic. You can't control any of this because your offer is just content. So if they haven't dialed their actual offer, their personal brand, they're nurturing their sales, the actual offer, their conversions, then they're going to get no conversions. And then what they're going to do, they're going to either blame you or they're just going to fire you. They're going to get rid of you, not use you anymore, find a new one, and just keep cycling that. And it probably still not going to work because the problem is actually right here. But they don't understand that, and they don't really care. Because why are they paying you when they're not making any money themselves from the actual offer? So that's pretty much why they're failing. Now, what do? We do the growth operator model. Kind of similar in some ways. The growth operator model that I preach, a little bit different to the classic, but it's pretty similar. It's still an agency model. It's still an SMMA model if you actually think about it. But it's just kind of a bunch of different things combined. Because what we're doing is the MSF that you can see down here. We're doing the marketing, the sales, and the fulfillment. We're doing all of these things. Whereas with a content agency, you're only doing one, marketing. So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, what we're doing is all of it. We're getting the traffic in. We're helping the creator ideate content, create content, run paid ads, run organic funnels, whatever it is. We're helping with the marketing. And then we're helping create the offer, drive the conversions, take sales calls, do appointment setting, build funnels, build systems. We're helping pretty much everything A to Z with sales. And then once we sell the offer, what are we doing? We're helping the client fulfill. We're helping them build course content out, scripting course content, building the community, setting up weekly calls. We're helping them fulfill. A lot of growth operators don't do this. They follow some dumb school model where they try and get 50%, basically do all the sales, make the money, then dip. It's never going to work long term, so don't do that. You need to be helping with all M, S, and F. And if you do that, you're going to really cook up long term. You're doing a full stack offer. You're solving every single pain point, and then you're going to offer end-to-end solutions. And that's really what creators want, our clients. We kind of preach a different way, so we work with kind of different people as well. But let's just say creators for the ease of this video. If you want to learn more, you can always watch my free training. But yeah, let's leave it at that for now. But for creators, you want to solve all pain points, offer end-to-end solutions, which is why we're doing the M, S, and F. Because if you don't, you're going to run into these problems right here, and you're going to run into these problems right here as well. So you don't want to do that. You want to be able to actually move the needle yourself. You want to be in control of what's going on. You want to be in control of the marketing, the sales, and the fulfillment. So if something goes wrong, it's your fault, and you can actually fix it. Whereas if something goes wrong here, and you don't have access to the sales or the fulfillment, you only have access to the sales and fulfillment, you can't fix the traffic, you can't fix the marketing, it's not in your responsibility, so you're not going to make sales. Whereas if you have control of everything, you can move the needle, you can actually make an effort, change things around, constantly upgrade the offer, and you can actually make the sales as long as you put the effort in. But you have to be able to control everything, and that's what we're doing with our growth operator model. So we also pitch a revenue share model, especially at the beginning. We sort of advance into a coaching offer eventually, because it's kind of impossible to work with tons of clients with the growth operator model. You're kind of working with like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe max clients, with like yourself or like a mini team to build, scale them, maybe just bring in sales processes, do the marketing, the sales, the fulfillment, and you're going to work not on retainers, but with like kind of revenue share models at 20, 30%, and then scale your income with the client success. And it's also going to make you do better as well, because if you start seeing results when you're getting results for them, you're going to want to get more and more results. And then basically what we pitch is once you get the 1, 2, 3, 4 plus clients, you no longer have time to scale more and more people, so you become a coach. You basically offer like a 90-day program. This might be like, let's say it's 10K. So let's just make this easy. 10K And basically, creators come to you because you've got the leverage now. You've already got creators on. You've got tons of case studies. You're going to have inbound leads or outbound, however you're doing it. Hopefully both, but obviously I don't know where you're at right now. And this is probably very far away from where you're at right now, so you need to worry about it. We're going to make this part really, really quick. But yeah, once you've scaled, you've got like 4 creators on board, you're scaling them yourself. You're going to open a coaching program where it's like a 90-day program. They pay you like 10K, for example. And then you're basically going to, it's a done with you plus done for you offer. Because if you're taking like 20, 30, 40%, you're pretty much going to be slaving away from them, but it is worth it for the profit. You're going to be making money, so it's fine, especially at the beginning. 1, you want the case study, and 2, you want that cash. So that's what you want to be doing. But eventually, when you've already got the cash built up, you've already got clients on board, but you still want to be doing more things, getting more people on board, you offer it as a coaching program. They pay you a certain amount of money, like 10K or more, for a 90-day program. And in that program, it's done with you and done for you. So you're going to basically be giving them the systems, the setup, the course modules, teaching them how to scale, how to do the sales process, the offer, things like that. And then certain parts of it, you're actually going to come in and do it for them, like a growth operator. But you're just not doing the whole thing for them, like usual growth operators do. So I hope that makes sense, but you don't need to worry about any of this unless you're already scaling past like 2, 3, 4 clients. So yeah, I wouldn't worry too deeply about it. But that's, in a sense, pretty much what the growth operator model is. You probably know what it is, really, because this is a very like kind of overview of it. And it's very much my version of it, because you've probably seen online, like people just build and run school communities with creators, do high-ticket growth operator, and there's so many different versions of it. But we basically do everything included in one sort of umbrella, depending on what the client needs. We just find gaps in offers and fill them because we can, because we manage the marketing, sales, and fulfillment. And again, that's the biggest part about all of this on this video. It's something that content agencies can't offer. They cannot offer the marketing, sales, and fulfillment. They can only do the marketing. So we're already at an advantage. Now, how do you transition? Because realistically, content agencies aren't going to work. If you're already into one or you want to try it, go for it. You can always come back to this video when it doesn't work out. Or maybe it does work out, so good luck to you. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, if it's not working out or you're just planning to not even try it because you've kind of seen that people are just making the money from the courses, whatever the case might be, then you might want to transition to a growth operator where you're actually in control. You can actually make money out of these people selling the courses. Become the guy that works with these people to sell the courses and make money from doing that. Stop focusing on doing the content because they're not making money from the content. And like I said, look at all these problems and these problems. Sorry, not the ones, these ones. But also, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of problems with growth operating. If you look at the classic growth operator model that everyone's pitched from building school communities, but that's not what we do over here, so don't worry. And if you don't really understand what we do over here, you can go get our free training. Just message me info on Instagram. There might be a link below. I'm not too sure right now. But yeah, you can check that out. Or just watch some of the videos. Or just DM me on Instagram and I can help you as well. But yeah, we're doing a little bit of a different type of growth operating. We do everything at once. We find the gaps in the offer and fill them. We're not just like going to people saying like, give me 50% and I'll build a community with you. That's just dumb. And you have no leverage. They can just go hire someone on Fiverr for that. So yeah. Don't be offering a VA's job for 50% of someone's business. It makes no sense, and you're just going to get a bad reputation. So, yeah, don't do that either. Don't do a content agency, and don't do the basic growth operator model. You want to do growth operator 2, let's call it, level 2. So, how do you actually transition? Firstly, start with marketing basics. Learn copywriting, ad management, or content strategy. And what I'm saying here is learn one of them. I'm not telling you to do them all. These are little examples as well. You could also do sales. You could also do systems. I can't really draw on here, to be completely honest. But there's tons of stuff you can do. Just choose one. Choose one skill, okay? You might be an appointment setter, then work up to a closer. You might be a copywriter. You might run paid ads. You might do content strategy, which is why it's great to start as a content agency. Because you can come into a creator or a client and offer them content strategy or a content agency as your original offer. And you're going to use that to then build case studies with smaller clients or your current content agency clients and then just get like kind of low or no pay. If you've already built up a system and a back structure from your content agency, obviously in this stage you could still be making quite a lot of money. But if you're very beginning, I would recommend just pretty much working for like free or very low, doing like emails, appointment setting, building some funnels. It could be anything. But basically just offer your expertise so then you can build up a case study. So you get ready for part 2, which is where this might start to make a little bit more sense. Now, it's time to add sales systems to your offer. This doesn't have to be the exact way that you kind of do this, by the way. You can sort of, flip any of these around. It's just a good structure to follow. Because for example, you could first learn copywriting and then secondly, learn sales. But the way I'm explaining it right now, for example, let's start part 1, you learn copywriting. You build case studies with copywriting clients or content clients, and then you go into part 2, which is where you add systems to your offer. Sales systems or just normal systems, whatever it is, your learning systems. So learn tools like Go High Level, Zapier, sales automations, which is usually inside Go High Level, depending on what you're going to do. But yeah, master funnel automations and DM outreach. Again, this doesn't have to be the part you do next. You could focus on actual sales. If you've done copywriting, you can now learn appointment setting and sales. Pretty much what we're doing, just to give you the kind of overview of it, we're starting with one skill to actually begin working with people, getting clients on board, getting case studies, and then we're adding more skills to our offer. So then we go to our current client that we've got and say, I'm also now offering this service. Here's how I'm going to do it. Here's my experience. I'll do it for free or I'll do it for pretty much nothing. Are you willing to let me give it a try? If not, or even if they are, you can still reach out to more clients, land more clients with a more intense offer. So your new offer might be copywriting and back-end systems. I'm going to do your emails, but I'm also going to do your Go High Level setup. I'm going to build funnels. I'm going to set up and automate your full sales process. Let's get rid of this manual, bulky stuff with manual texts. Let's automate it all. I'm going to do your emails and that and this and this. And slowly you're building up your offer so it's better and better and better. And you're taking more control of actually moving the needle in the business. And that's where you want to be at. Because remember, our goal is to manage the marketing, sales, and fulfillment. And that's what we're doing. We're helping. So the copywriting is the marketing. And we're slowly getting into the system so we can offer a little bit more about sales. Or even if we're doing the closing or appointment setting, we're doing sales. Now, we need to master fulfillment and backend. So work with your client to improve delivery systems, create SOPs, improve their actual offer. I haven't actually written that down, so let's just put it here. Offer. You've done everything. You've implemented sales systems. You've started with marketing. You're helping them actually convert more traffic now. They're making more money. You're getting more and more case studies. This doesn't stop at step 1, by the way. I just didn't have space to fill it in everywhere. But all the way through this whole process, let's put a star here. And then we'll just repeat it. Because all the way through this process, you need to be building more and more testimonials, case studies, reviews, whatever you want to call it, to build yourself up, build your client list up. You want to be constantly networking, build your Instagram profile up. We're going to teach you that more that sort of stuff in the free training. But yeah, you're going to be pretty much building your Instagram up, doing consistent outreach, and then in the back end, consistently doing all these steps and improving your offer. So finally, when we get to it, you're going to be a full stack growth operator. So yeah, learn how to stack skills to provide a full stack solution. And you're not going to be able to do this on day 1. People who try to do this on day 1 will dramatically fall off and fail. And you pretty much, say for example it's this, and here's the steps. 1, 2, 3, which is, by the way, the 1, 2, 3 here. So this is copywriting. This is sales. This is fulfillment. What some people try and do is they just go straight to outreach and they try and do this. They try to land. Let's just draw a little guy here. So this guy's watched a few YouTube videos on growth operating, and the creators obviously try and make it sound super easy. So he just dives in and buys their 4K mentorship. That's their goal. So he believes them. He thinks it's super, super easy. He dives in on day 1 and tries to jump all the way at the top and basically starts outreaching to creators with some sort of bulk DM strategy, probably automated as well, trying to get them to work with him on a percentage rate to build them a full offer. Do the sales, do the content, do the marketing. He's going to do everything, this guy here, for 50%, 40%, whatever it is. He's paid 4K to learn this, so maybe he's great fit. No, he's not. Because then what happens when he gets rejected? He goes all the way back down again. Does that make sense? And then he goes back up again with another creator and back down again. And that's what they preach. They pretty much preach, just keep going until you land someone. And then they also preach, you're probably not going to make money with your first client, which is just stupid. Like, Because then what you're doing for them is creating a bad offer where they're not going to make money, and then the creators aren't going to work with you. You're going to get a bad reputation. There's so many negatives to that. Some people will make money on the first try because the creator's going to sell no matter what because they've got a cult following. But that's not what you should be relying on. You should be relying on actually having conviction, trusting yourself, and actually understanding this full process and knowing you're going to make the money, believing in yourself. And to do that, the way to do it is like this. Small steps. And by the way, these small steps don't have to be like super small. Like you can go from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, probably in the space of like 1 month, 1.5 months, maybe. That's me kind of guessing. Maybe it's even a little bit less. But what you're forgetting is for each step of the way, you can be making cash because each one of these is its own offer. Because people like kind of treat growth operating as the only way to make money in someone's offer. It's not true at all. Here, you're making money as a copywriter. Here, you're making money as a copywriter and a sales team. Here, you're making money as a copywriter, sales team, fulfillment guy, whatever. And again, you're just consistently expanding your offer. So here, you're getting a little bit of money. Here, you're getting a little bit more. Here, you're getting quite a lot more now. Now you're making real money. And then finally, you're making absolute bank with this creator. And the best part about this, because you've slowly built it up, and if you follow some of our strategies in free trading as well, it's not going to be a one-time launch. It's going to be consistent over time. You're going to do big launches like this, and then you're going to not do a launch for a little bit, then do a big launch like this, and it's just going to be consistent. Rather than what these other guys do, just do one big launch, then move on to the next creator. That's not real business. It's kind of just like a little pump and dump. Go invest in meme coins if you want to do that. But yeah, step 4, start charging revenue splits. Stop working for a retainer or just like a payment, hourly payment, however you do it. This is where you start charging revenue splits because you've learned the full stack solution. You're doing everything from the marketing to the sales to the fulfillment, and you're doing more. Even on top of that, you're literally helping them with everything. So they can't really complain. That's when you can start charging revenue splits because the proof's there. You've got the case study, you've got the testimonials, you actually believe in yourself as well, which is the main thing. So you have the leverage and you understand what your offer is. You have the proof. You know you're going to make the money. They know you're going to make the money. It's a no-brainer, which is important as well. No-brainer. If you've got the skills and it's not going to cost them any money, it's a no-brainer. So yeah, create a win-win model where you're incentivized to scale. I only make money if you do. It's a revenue split. I won't take a setup fee. I mean, you can if you want to, but the easiest way to sell at the beginning is I won't take a setup fee. It's a win-win model. I'm incentivized because I don't make money if you don't make money. It's the easiest sell of your life. It's not even a sales call at that point. It's a partnership call. It's a value call, and you're going to sell them pretty much no matter what. And yeah, use your case studies to pitch a revenue share model. We've been through it, but that is as simple as it is. I've done a lot of dodgy drawing here, so I hope it still makes sense. But yeah, it is actually pretty simple. Now, action steps. How do you actually get started as a growth operator? I'm going to keep this pretty sweet and simple because if you want, you can check out the free training. Firstly, focus on learning one foundational skill. Copywriting, sales, systems, there's so much more. But yeah, just basically pick one. Offer services to a client, even for low pay or no pay. I don't really recommend it, but if you're really struggling, you can do it for free. But doing it for free as well kind of takes away your value and it makes it sound like you're cheap. So it's a little bit counterintuitive as well. So I would do low pay, but if you want to, that is another option as well. Learn tools and automations to streamline the marketing, sales, and fulfillment full stack offer. Then you can even leverage AI to enhance productivity. Example, prompt engineering for Claude, ChatGPT. A new one I've been using as well is Poppy AI, which is absolutely insane. I'm going to do a separate video on that pretty soon. If you do use it, use my code. Not because I want your money. I do want your money, but also you're going to get $25 off. And by the way, I haven't written this here. I wasn't planning to pitch you this and sell you this, but honestly, I have been using it for all my copy. I've kind of stopped using Claude and ChatGPT because Poppy includes them both, and it's just better. So, but it isn't cheap at all. You have to pay yearly, so it's a big investment. So I would make sure you're actually making money beforehand. But yeah, definitely jump in because they're offering like collaborative boards pretty soon, and if you use my code, you can join me on a collaborative board. We can work together. It depends how it works, but yeah. And I'm also going to set up like a checkout redirect page. So I don't know what's going to be on there right now, but by the time this video sets up, it's going to be on. So it's kind of the similar thing to Go High Levels affiliate program. If you buy from Poppy AI with my code, my link, which will be down below, maybe, but probably not, to be honest, just use the code. If you use that, when you actually purchase, it's going to redirect you to a link that I've put in place. Don't worry, you can always go back to Poppy and you'll be signed in and you've paid. But yeah, if you use my code, it's going to redirect you and I will give you something for free. Don't know what that is right now, so this is going to be the worst pitch ever, but you're saving $25 anyway, so it's a win-win. Anyway, let's ignore that. Last step, join a community or mentorship program to accelerate growth. This isn't necessary, even though everyone tells you it is necessary, isn't necessary, especially if you follow our way of doing it. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. This is more for the people who don't want to follow them steps. You don't want to do all this. It sounds too confusing to you, maybe. Maybe you just don't have the time for it. You want to skip all of this and just become a full stack growth operator. And that's when I'd recommend this. I mean, community's not going to allow you to do that. It's going to help you accelerate it and make it faster, this whole process. But it's not going to allow you to skip it out. Whereas mentorship is going to do that. So if you are interested in a one-to-one mentorship program, hit me a DM on Instagram. I don't really sell this, so it's not something where you can like go on a funnel and buy it because we're not really pitching it. What I do pitch is my community that we're going to get into a second because it's pretty much a mentorship program, which probably makes no sense to you right now, but it will in a second. But yeah, the growth operator model isn't a skill set, it's a mindset, sort of. But yeah, you kind of need to understand where you're at, where you want to be, and understand the steps on the way. You can't just jump into it. So start stacking your skills, offering full stack solutions, and building a business where you're paid based on the value you create. Stop getting paid 2 to 3k for shitty offers that are going to crash and churn. That's meant to be a fire, but yeah, I'm a bad drawer. But it's going to crash, burn, you're going to churn them, and you're going to end up spending 2 to 3k, and then they churn, so you end up in the negatives anyway. It makes zero sense, especially these days when there's so much outgoings with softwares and systems and teams. You need to actually be making money when the client makes money, and that's what offering a full stack solution does, and offering a revenue share model. So here's an example of a system we built out for our clients, and like we said, it's full stack. We take in the traffic over here, we then nurture the traffic, and then we take them through this full sales process to eventually close, and we take a percent. Bit of a shitty percent, but yeah. Not, I mean the percent symbol, but yeah, bit of a shitty percent symbol, but yeah, we take a percent, and then we make cash on the back end with us and our team and whoever else is involved. That's how this process works. You're doing everything. There's even more you can do as well, because you can actually start scripting these videos, helping with paid ads like we put here. Like, there's so much you can do. But yeah, this is the goal, to sell. And then you want to do even more, which is the fulfillment side of it. Helping with the calls, helping with the actual offer, creating more offers, all that type of stuff. So if for some reason you clicked on this and you're a creator and you want us to build out your offer A to Z, I doubt you are a creator if you're watching this video. You're more likely to be in the agency space, content guy, or you're just looking to learn. So this doesn't matter for you. But if you are a creator and you want us to build your offer out A to Z, we do it properly, unlike other people. You're going to want us to create a converting content strategy and manage your full sales process. Just hit me up on IG, the link will be below. If you're a growth operator or aspiring growth operator, click the link below for my full free training, or just message me info on Instagram. And finally, if you want to create successful offers, just like this one I'm showing you right here, for creators, you can get all of our expertise, our plug and play system that we've built up for over 2 years of doing this, and the best thing ever, free unlimited Go High Level. There's some stuff not listed on here as well. We're also going to give you all of our pre-built many chat flows, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, free unlimited Go High Level, 15 plus. This number's probably about 50 plus now. This was made a long time ago. But you're getting like 50 plus done for you, automations and snapshots straight into your account. Our full plug and play system, our full in-depth course, and I've actually got an advanced course dropping in a few days as well inside there. So pretty crazy. A lead magnet guide, ads and targeting strategies, weekly live calls. There's 2 of them at the moment. Proven scripts, templates, contracts, and more. I'm rushing through this. I'm not trying to sell you too much. It's just pretty much a no-brainer. So if you want to join, join. If you don't, it's all good. Maybe you can send me a DM, get the free training, learn, and see how far you can get on your own. Because you can definitely do this on your own as long as you follow the steps that I've shown you. And you're getting so much more, like I've already said. But yeah, that's inside Operator Labs. The link will be below. Even if you don't want to join, I recommend clicking on the link and just watching the the VSL type thing, the video, which explains what's inside, because you do get a free trial anyway, so you don't have to panic. And there's also a free version, so yeah, check it out. But no matter what, I would check out my free training. DM me on Instagram, I'll click the link below for that. And yeah, hopefully that makes sense. And that, although it doesn't seem like it, is how to make fuck you money with a content agency. Because believe it or not, what are we doing at the start of this whole process? Content. We are a content agency until we adapt into all these different systems. And we're just diversifying our offer and becoming full stack. But it still starts with the marketing, bringing in the traffic, like these little guys here. We're bringing all these guys in. That's the traffic, that's the marketing, and that is what you call content, and that's what a content agency is. So this is the real way to make fuck you money with a content agency. So I hope this hasn't been too long. It's been like 30 minutes, which is quite a while for this type of video. So if you've got to the end, appreciate you. Message me fuck you. Fuck it. Message me that exact thing on Instagram. Maybe not. Put the star in there as well, so I know you actually come from this video. You're not just a pure hater. Message me that. I'm going to send you something for free on Instagram. It'll be worth it. Again, don't know what it is on top of my head right now, but I'm going to figure out after this video, and it'll be some crazy stuff. I'm going to give you pure value if you just DM me that on Instagram. So make sure you do that. Check out Operator Labs below. Get the free training. Make sure you subscribe. Like the video as well. Keep in touch. DM me on Instagram if you've got any thoughts or what you think of the video, things like that. But I'm pretty sure that's everything. So I appreciate you watching. Peace the fuck out.